roads you will never want to drive on. Roads are the connective tissue of our world. We link people together from different areas all over. Like veins carrying blood through the body, roads carry people to their destinations. Also like people, roads come in all shapes and sizes. Some are so dangerous they will leave your stomach in your throat. And some will make you wish you never had passed through them at all. If you're looking for thrills and adventure, look no further. From narrow mountain passes to haunted country roads, you'll be in for a terrifying treat. So buckle up and come take a ride with me down the most dangerous roads on Earth.
And for some extra fun, find our mascot Ned hiding throughout the video.
Road to Pingjiang County. Have you ever wanted to walk on a road suspended on the side of a cliff? Perhaps you want to suck up the sights from above. Well, you might just have your chance if you visit China's Pingjiang County. Suspended high up the cliff sides, the road was created for the very purpose of allowing tourists to see the cliff's stunning views. Supported only by wood beams and cement, the workers have the most difficult job as they balance on rudimentary wooden scaffolding while trying to complete the road. Not to mention the fact that they have no ropes holding them up, meaning one wrong move on the narrow road could prove to be perilous. When the road is finished, you can give it a go for yourself. North Yungas Road. When you picture a dangerous road, the first thought that comes to mind is probably not a dirt road. Dirt roads seem pretty mundane in comparison. However, this one might just have you shaking in your boots. From the steep drop-offs to a narrow path just big enough for a single car to fit, the North Yungas Road in Bolivia can be a literal nightmare. And with dirt easily slipping under a vehicle's tires, traction is less than ideal for travelers. Adding to the treachery, thick mountain fog in the area makes for poor visibility. The road already has claimed countless lives. Thankfully, a bypass was created that is much safer for travelers, although there are still bikers that dare to journey through the dangerous road. Skipper's Canyon Road, New Zealand. If you're a traveler looking for beautiful views in New Zealand, you won't be alone. The country is loaded with beautiful places for tourists and residents alike to visit. However, if you are planning to see New Zealand from Skipper's Canyon Road, you will undoubtedly be faced with several challenges. First, rental car insurance is not covered when traveling this road. That's how dangerous the journey is up the cliff face. Carved out by miners over a century ago, the unpaved road is accompanied by treacherous drop-offs. Most of the road is one way due to how narrow it is. There is only room for one single vehicle to pass through most of the road. But if you still wish to take the risk, you will be in for a great view. Morrow Road, USA. If you've ever driven down a dark, lonely road, you probably remember an eerie feeling that gives you chills down your spine. While the trees hang over the road, the shadows may just play with your mind. Morrow Road is one such lonely street that you wouldn't want to travel down at night, especially alone. Urban legend says the road is haunted by the ghost of a woman that passed away while searching for her lost child along the road during a snowstorm. People claim to hear her cries, and some claim to have even seen her spirit wandering the streets in her white gown, while her eyes cast on the ground. That's enough to raise the hair on the back of anyone's neck. Curvas De Huanchaca, Peru. Are you the type of person that lives for the thrill? That heart-racing, overwhelming feeling of life excitement? Running through the Peruvian Andes Mountains, Curvas de Huanchaca, it's a stunningly dangerous road for thrill seekers. The road climbs to an extremely high elevation in the mountain range. There are also many tight hairpin turns throughout the entire drive to really keep you at the edge of your seat. To make matters much worse, Curvas de Huanchaca is not a paved road. The road consists of slippery sand and gravel, making it easy for your car to slide out from underneath you. A drive down this road will make your heart beating out of your chest before you know it with its tantalizing curves. Karakoram Highway. You may have fond memories of leisurely drives through mountain passes. The cool mountain air and the beautiful views from above make mountain roads a fascinating and exhilarating experience. But exhilaration can quickly turn to fright when mountain passes turn hazardous. Connecting Pakistan to China, the Karakoram Highway is incredibly dangerous for its slippery and uneven path. To make matters worse, the road is prone to landslides, and monsoons typically cause severe damage to the road. These damages extend outward and usually end up destroying several villages in the vicinity. Monsoons and landslides keep the highway in almost constant need of repair. The upkeep is almost impossible to maintain. This road is a danger to travelers passing through and residents nearby. Le Passage Du Gois, France. When you think of driving over the beautiful waters in France, you may have images of the glistening blue sea smiling up at you and the sound of waves crashing onto the shores. Le Passage Du Gois really is a beautiful road, and it conveniently cuts through the water. However, because the road is level with the ocean, it can be quite dangerous. During high tide, the road is impossible to pass as the road becomes engulfed by the sea. Even low tide has its dangers though. After all, we can't control the ocean, so sometimes a spontaneous wave will completely cover the road, causing you to lose traction. These stray waves can even hit your car as you're passing. Eshima Ohashi Bridge, Japan. If crossing a bridge is part of your daily commute to work or school, then you know that it is usually no big deal. Crossing is usually a swift and easy process for drivers. But imagine being in fear every time you have to cross for your commute. Every day, Japanese commuters crossing the Eshima Ohashi Bridge face a terrifying drive. The bridge was designed to allow for large ships to pass underneath. Unlike many other bridges, though, the height creates incredibly steep inclines at the entrance and the exit of the bridge. These steep inclines can make braking a truly difficult task, and quick stops are even more difficult to control. The drive can be a real bear to tackle for commuters. US Route 431. Road trips can be tons of family fun. With road games and radio sing-alongs, it's no wonder road trips are a favorite for vacation. Yet, some highways are better to avoid on your family trip if you don't want a frightening experience. US Route 431 runs through the southeastern United States, between Alabama and Kentucky. It looks like any other normal road, but this road has unanimously been named Highway to Hell for its status as one of the most dangerous roads in the United States. It's only when you are on the road that you can feel its dangerous nature. Poor visibility, narrow lanes, and quick lane changes are all contributing factors for the sinister highway. Plus, adding impatient drivers speeding to their destinations, and we have a real disaster on our hands. Small improvements have been made, but its safety remains questionable. The Guoliang Tunnel in China. Tunnels can already be a terrifying experience for those of us with claustrophobia. They can make us feel closed in and anxious. The Guoliang Tunnel in China is even scarier than your typical tunnel though. Part of the road is a literal tunnel hand-carved through the side of the Taihang Mountain cliffs, while the other part has steep drop-offs. Many of the construction workers perished during its construction in the 1970s. Now, a tourist attraction, the road is packed with vehicles and pedestrians, all sharing the same narrow lanes in their journey. If even one vehicle fails to brake quickly enough on this treacherous pass, pedestrians and vehicles could meet an unfortunate fate. Even with all these dangers, the heavy traffic has yet to lighten up. R504 Kolyma Highway, Russia. You may have had the experience of driving through a place that seemed touched by the afterlife, a dreary place that doesn't seem of this world. When you drive past, you can't help but get goosebumps. Kolyma Highway in Russia is such a place. Built on the back of prisoners, the road had a gloomy beginning. Nicknamed Road of Bones from the skeletons of the countless laborers that perished in the middle of construction. This road is the only one in its region. As the sole passage in and out of the area, locals are forced to make the risky journey. If you were to have car problems, the extreme cold temperatures of the region could be perilous for those unprepared for the weather. If you decide to give this road a go, make sure to pack items that can keep you warm in the practically Arctic temperatures. Deception Pass. Google Maps is great for getting you to that party on Friday night or to that new restaurant you wanted to try in the city. Sometimes, though, Google Maps isn't reliable. Take, for instance, the images from Google Earth that are so incredibly distorted they may just terrify you with a single glance. Deception Pass in Washington State is your typical bridge, at least until Google got a hold of it. Google Earth had a very different rendition. The bridge seemed to look a little lopsided and twisted. And who can ignore the giant inclines that will surely scare any driver from attempting to cross? While this image is far from reality, it's safe to say that crossing will be an absolute impossible task. Forcella Lavardet, Italy. As people, we tend to seek out breathtaking views around the world. For some, that means hiking to the top of a mountain, and for others, that could mean diving to the ocean's depths. One way to get a peek at Italy's scenic views is by driving through Forcella Lavardet. Forcella Lavardet can be a ferocious road to tackle with its numerous consecutive sharp turns that will have you holding your breath in anticipation. And since it's a mountain pass, the road is steep in elevation with narrow lanes. This gravel road is best to be taken slowly, especially around the bends. Driving too quickly on this road could prove to be fatal. So there you have it. Our terrifying drive down the world's most dangerous roads has finished. And thankfully, we made it here safely. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time.
Remember to click the bell icon after you subscribe so you can get instant notifications of all our new videos.